some key parts about the thigh. Starting with the bowl of the hips, we'll quickly sketch in what we need from the hips to get ourselves started. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take on the front of the thighs. And that gives us enough of a gesture to go forward. So, two muscles surround. The first thing is when you're thinking of the thigh, and when you're thinking of the thigh, I want for you to keep in mind that the bowl of the pelvis is tilted, and the connection point, you come through the abdomen, and here is your connection point. The thigh runs from here to here, and you'll see this kind of shape, like this. So you see how this will feel like high on the pelvis? These overlaps are really important in here, but before that, okay. See this kind of triangle? You have a muscle on this side and a muscle on that side that the thigh will be inserting into in front view. The next thing that you need to know about is the adductor muscles, which are right here. And they have a depth. This can insert halfway between the adductor muscles, and the adductor muscles can come out to about here. I want to shade with that color, that value. So there's our adductor muscles, and they separate off from the quad muscles. So you see we've got the top plane of the adductor muscles and the top plane of the quads. Okay. The quads sit in a diagonal, going this way. And you'll notice they have a great depth. And here's the effect that they have on the contour. The muscle that goes here actually circles around and inserts into your knee, into the tibia, coming down through here. So it goes like this, and it inserts into the knee. Look for your adductors. Look for the contour of the adductors and the way that it's affected by the contour of the quads. On the outside of the thigh, we have the iliotibial tract, and it comes down and creates this great set of tendinous surface forms that really surround the kneecap. The kneecap is in here. There's little fat pockets in here, And again, that diagonal shading at the end of the quads. Putting light on all the planes facing upward. And I like that as a demonstration of the front of the thighs. So let's go on to the side view of the thighs. Starting with the C, there's a C, and then there's an S. And of course the bowl, notice the tilt that we find in the bowl, the insertion of the abdomen, the ending of the abdomen, which establishes the beginning of the pubic area. Then I want to go through and start to modify these shapes that I started with. The C and the carrying through of the S. As we talked about, as I showed in the PowerPoint, this is hamstring right here. There's our hamstring. And I can establish perspective on the leg by using that U shape of the hamstring, which cuts back into the great calf muscles. Noticing the rhythm of the leg with that big swooping S. The top will insert between what we have on this side is the sartorius, and on this side the tensor fasciata right here, and that moves into the gluteus medius, which inserts to the iliotibial tract down here, which comes down, casting these great tendons into the knee, little fat, taking the top of the quad, on the inside we'll notice the adductor muscles, we'll give them, and then the quads there, here's the quads, and again these great inserting muscles of the hamstrings, these great tendons of the hamstrings, and the sartorius coming right through here, bunched up with the I'm going to shine the light from that side. So let's put all of this in shadow. Bringing in light. So gluteus medius catching light, gluteus maximus catching light, coming out. It inserts directly underneath this muscle, the iliotibial tract, which surrounds side view, okay, and back view. Remember that B shape that we worked from in the gestures? Hamstring always works to establish perspective. Adductors, quads, hamstrings, and sartorius. Hamstrings, iliotibial tract, passing through. Gluteus maximus inserting into the iliotibial tract, seeing the top of it and the side of gluteus medius there, and maybe the smallest amount of tensor fasciata there. Okay, so working with shadow, the side goes into shadow. Light on the side of gluteus maximus and gluteus medius, tensor fasciata, the iliotibial tract right there. So that gives us a light side, a medium side, and a dark side. And we might come in here and put in a little bit of reflected light. And we could come back and reinforce our contour. And I like that. Okay, thank you.